this problem is white to live. White can create 2 real eyes to live. If you play a ko, then that will be considered a failure. This is one of those patterns that you just have to remember because it does come up in games. And the correct answer is this 2-2 move is right here. Right? This creates 2 eyes, actually. One in the corner and one right around here. Right? So if black comes in, white can play number 3. And again, we have these 3 stones on the corner that guarantees 1 eye here. 1 real eye here on the 1-1 point. And of course, white will be able to capture this black number 2 and form another real eye. So white number 1 is something that you should really remember because it will come in handy in games. And that is part of the value of these very simple patterns because simple patterns show up more often in games. What's more interesting about this problem is probably some of the wrong moves that you can make, right? Usually 2-1 points are good moves, right? Like this one. So what's wrong with this? Well, black can either play this or this, but they'll end up with the same pattern, right? So if black plays here, then white's best guess would be this, right? White cannot play here because black will capture these 2 stones. So white will play here, and it seems like a band 4, which is supposed to be a living shape, except that there are weaknesses in white's shape. Black can play here. White must try to make this into another real eye. But now, black can connect on the outside. And all of a sudden, white cannot protect this point because white will be captured this way. White can only capture black's number 4, but now black can come in and destroy this eye. White actually fails if it plays at number 1. But what about this? Right? Similarly, black can play this. If white connects, then black will play at number 4. And now white needs both points to stay alive, but it cannot play 2 moves at once. Right? White plays here, black plays here. If white plays here, then black will play here. So white will be dead. Then the most confusing move that white can make is this, right? This actually becomes a ko problem for black. So you might think, right, it's easy to think that white has made these 2 choices for black. If black plays this, then white can live like this, right? Or if black plays this, then white can make this into a band 4 shape and give black 2 more choices, right? If black plays here, white will live this way. If black plays here, white will live this way, right? It all seems very neat, except that black does not have to play these 2 moves. Black has somewhere else that he can play to make a ko. And that's what's pretty interesting about this pattern. Black can play here, right? Now white can only make this eye. Black will pull back. White makes another eye, but now here, this is a ko, right? Now this ko threatens to make C18 into a false eye. So that's the result if white plays at number 1, right? And we will see this actually as a ko problem in the ko section in the Brilliancies from Go Classics. So once again, this is a pattern that you should remember. If you're white, you should play on the 2-2 point to make a living shape. Thank you for watching.